you live from the Vegas Video Network studios, just steps from the Las Vegas Strip, it's golf and other four-letter words. And now your host, you've heard him on ESPN, Fox Sports, and Sirius XM Radio, Mr. Dennis Silvers.
I am the ghost of here on golf. Or materialize me completely. Hi. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Dennis Silvers. Thank you very much. We're having a little fun. As you know, next Monday is Halloween. So talking about Halloween, obviously, when we did the opening of the show, that was kind of fun. So believe it or not, I have a costume on. Look at my shirt. I'm coming as a TV test. Hey, is this TV test screen? For the next quick 30 minutes, we got another great show for you tonight. We're going to give you some tips on how to get better at your golf game a little later in the show. On Handicap Helper, we got a great segment, got some good stuff tonight on birdies and bogeys. And, of course, we're going to have our tournament scorecard because some really, really interesting stuff went on last week at the Disney tournament. Hope you had a chance to tune in and watch that a little bit. Before we get to introducing my guest, let me tell you about some people we've been talking about, one of the strategic partners here on Golf and Other Four-Letter Words. And I'm talking about Golfer's Guide. If you didn't know, Golfer's Guide, I keep mentioning, regional publication, largest publication in the United States. They have great, great articles on golf courses in your area, great instructional tips. You can pick them up at any public golf course, private golf course, resort course. So if you find one laying around you, pick it up. It's good reading. And they're great enough on their homepage, as you could see on your screen. They scream Golf and Other Four-Letter Words. Simply go online, okay, lasvegas.golfersguide.com. So wherever you see it, pick them up, and it's great, great reading. All right, let me introduce our special guest for you tonight, making his first appearance on Golf and Other Four-Letter Words. I want you to give it up for this gentleman. He is the general manager at Aliante Golf Club, which is in North Las Vegas. He's also a PGA professional and used to be a course superintendent. So this guy knows the golf course upside down, in and out. Let's give it up for Mr. Ed Z. Money. How are you, buddy?
Great.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right, let me take care of a little house cleaning right here. If you want to get a hold of us, you know there's a lot of ways you can do that. You could simply send me an email at golf@vegasvideonetwork.com. You can also go online to our homepage at vegasvideonetwork.com. Look in that chat button. Just hit that. Send us in your questions, comments, suggestions, or whatever. We've even got a toll-free number set up for you, 866-966-4599. As you know, you can also see us all over the place. We're on iTunes. We're on YouTube a whole bunch, and I know a lot of you are on YouTube. We're even on Roku television, which is very, very cool. And we're also on AM 1400 KSHP with Friday night features from 8 to 10 o'clock. They re-air all of the audio portions of all the great shows right here on the network. So Friday night features, AM 1400 KSHP. All right, let's get down to a little bit of business. Ed, your middle initial is Z. And is that true? You told me your dad is a banker, so he wanted to go easy money.
Yes,
I like that.
That's true.
I like that.
Zachary's my middle name, so it is actually Easy Money, not.
Okay.
I haven't made it up.
All right.
So that was my original name.
All right. So is that going to hold true and firm? So when we tee it up in a couple of weeks, it's going to be Easy Money?
Afraid so. Yeah, this day and age, you're right.
I like that. I like that. All right, the four-letter word for tonight, let me tell you, folks, is, take a look at your screen right now. It is flag. There it is, F-L-A-G. Why is it flag? Well, I'm going to tell you. Later, Ed will help you flag some of the things you need to do for your golf swing to get better and to play better golf. Also later, we're going to learn that hitting directly at the flag, okay, may not necessarily be the best thing you could do at the time. And lastly, if you're really, really struggling on the golf course, Ed and I are going to show you the proper technique of kind of throwing in the flag or throwing in the towel, okay, and driving in and having a couple of beers. Forget the round, right?
I
you ever
love
done
it.
That?
Oh.
Played so bad.
That's all I do nowadays.
You throw on the flag?
Sorry.
Okay. All right, let's get to tournament scorecard. All right, we're back with Tournament Scorecard on Vegas Video Network on Golf and Other Four-Letter Words. I'm Dennis. He's Easy Money. And again, we're going to find that out in a couple of weeks. World number one, Luke Donald, wins the last of the fall series of 2011, the Disney Classic, to hold back and overtake Webb Simpson to capture the 2011 PGA Tour money list with almost $6.7 million. This is over and above what he's won on the European Tour, folks. He's probably going to get both money titles here and also in Europe. In addition, Luke is going to be collecting hardware on the following as well. He stays number one in the world rankings, top 10 finishes. He stays number one. How about this? 14 out of 19 events. Finishing in the top 10. Pretty strong.
Serious. Wow.
Scoring average, number one, 68.86. That's sick. Per round, he's going to obviously win the Varden Trophy this year for best scoring average, and he's going to end up being voted Player of the Year for 2011. He needed to come in, and the only reason he played in this tournament, Ed, was solely to win the money title, okay? Because other than that, Webb Simpson was a lock to get it. He needed to win this tournament, stepped up to the plate, played beautifully, won by 2 shots. You got to give this guy a lot of credit.
That's almost unbelievable.
Isn't that?
That's very impressive. He is a great guy. I mean, it's awesome.
You know, he's
very happy with it.
He's like a walking ATM machine. You know, he's not a flashy guy. You know, he lives in Chicago, he's from England, and he's kind of quiet, but just kind of goes about and does his business in a very journeyman's type situation.
He seems to be very quiet. Everybody knows his name, but they don't know it. It's kind of interesting. He's done a phenomenal job over the years.
I think with this win and all the hardware he's going to win at the end of this year, certainly I think the respect that other players are going to have for him is going to be kicked up a couple of notches. Don't you agree?
Yes, he deserves it.
Yeah, he does deserve it. And the nice thing about not only Luke Donald, but a lot of these guys that play both tours as he does, it's real hard doing the amount of travel, and especially overseas, playing internationally, to keep your game up at that level to get all of these wins. I don't know if you've done any traveling, have played internationally any, but as a professional, you know that's tough.
No, I've had some very good friends that have done very well on the European Tour. They went back for their second year and stopped playing just because it is tough. Even though the money was there for them, it just took a toll on the family and everything like that. Yeah,
absolutely. So anyway, it's we hope you're having a good time wherever you're watching us. We've had this time of year, and I know you've just been back in town recently. Ed moved back from Minnesota, don't you know, and he's been here about 6 months. But for this time of year, it was cold and windy today. It was cold.
Today was very cold. It's been perfect up till today.
It was so
Come
cold.
on.
All of the golfers that I saw on the golf course were not only wearing one, but they were wearing 2 gloves.
Yeah.
Okay?
My staff had stocking caps on.
Really?
Which drives me
cold.
That drives me nuts.
It was so cold around my house, I know that my local pet store was only selling seals and penguins. That's so cold. Okay, we better take a break. I'll tell you what, we're going to step away, take a short break here on golf and other four-letter words. When Ed and I come back, we're going to be back with birdies and bogeys, so stay with us. We'll be with you right after this.
Traditional media believes that after about 3 minutes, you'll tune out. Most Vegas media companies think if it doesn't jiggle, you won't tune in. At the Vegas Video Network, we think both are wrong. The Vegas Video Network is the first and only live online broadcast network that specializes in insider news and expert views about Vegas. We combine great storytelling with the ability to watch when and where you want on your computer, mobile device, or television. Discover the real Las Vegas. Visit VegasVideoNetwork.com.
Hi, welcome back, everybody, to Golf and Other Four-Letter Words right here on the Vegas Video Network. Glad to have you with us. Hope you're doing real well wherever you are. Time for our second segment with Ed Money, and we call that Birdies or Bogeys. Okay. I'm going to give you some tour gossip, some rumors, whatever. You tell me what you think, birdie, bogey, par, double, whatever, and why. Okay, first one here is kind of a slam dunk, Ed. Local Las Vegas, Bill Lundy, and I mentioned this last week on the show. Bill Lundy did, in fact, end up winning the Kodak Challenge last week at the Disney Classic to collect a cool $1 million. And fortunately, by the way, Bill missed the cut in the tournament at Disney, but anyway, walks away with a cool $1 million. Birdie or bogey, obviously.
Eagle.
Got to be an eagle.
Sorry.
Right, good. It's got to be an eagle. So congratulations, Bill. And I'm going to be calling you soon. I'd like to talk to you about starting a business. So we'll find out. All right. I love this. And I'm curious to get your reaction, Ed. The Reno-Tahoe Open played towards the end of the season. They are changing their format, going from a stroke play event to a modified Stableford scoring system, replacing, the now defunct international tournament they had in Colorado that's been out of here for about 2-3 years. I think this is a great move for a number of reasons. Also, Montreux, where they play this golf tournament, a beautiful, beautiful course in northern Nevada, I think lends itself to kind of a risk-reward Stableford type situation. So, birdie or bogey in your estimation?
That's another birdie,
yeah,
if not eagle. I mean, it's just great deal with them. I love it.
Yeah, it's. I don't know how many folks are familiar with the international, but the Stableford is a scoring system again that rewards risk reward. I think you don't get any points for a par. I think 2 points or 3 points for a birdie, 5 for an eagle. Get a bogey, you lose a point. You get a double bogey or worse, you lose 3 points. So it's who's got the most points at the end of the round, and it's a great change up because I know people like to watch stroke play and they like to see these guys that make a lot of birdie, but this is something different. Players don't play it a lot, obviously. I think they look forward to it. I've been trying to talk our people here in Las Vegas to make this kind of a change for our Justin Timberlake Shriners event, but unfortunately that's fallen on deaf ears, but they really should take a look at it. And you know what I love about this tournament also is, they lost their main sponsor a couple of years ago. They have reached out to the whole community, Ed. They've got drugstores, tire shops, barber shop. They got a zillion little sponsors all kicking in money to defray the costs and to add to the purse. That's something that we could do here.
That is pretty neat. I'm very surprised we don't have a great tournament here. We have a good tournament.
Yeah, but it's
not
not
nice
great.
To have a great tournament.
So congratulations
with being
to
in Las Vegas.
Congratulations to Reno-Tahoe. I think that's absolutely great. All right, another interesting one. The rules of golf are a changing, my friend, for both amateurs and professionals. As an example, Amateur players were only able to win prizes that were worth no more. I think it was then about $750 to make sure they kept a pure amateur status. Now, that rule has been thrown out the window. That's been changed, and amateurs now can win high dollar prizes, such as cars, boats, cash, whatever, in pro-ams or charity tournaments, and they don't have to worry about, losing their so-called amateur status. Birdie or bogey?
I'd say birdie.
Okay. You're a birdie guy tonight. You're a birdie machine.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry.
All right.
But I've got a lot of friends that are amateurs that don't play well. They have a hole in one. And they're done. That's just not fair for them.
Yeah.
At all.
I agree. And you know what? This is a great, I think, marketing opportunity. And I think the courses in Europe have already jumped on this. This is a great marketing opportunity for some of the local courses to get, again, local businesses involved on a weekly basis to give away a car on a par 3 or give away a trip or something. I think it's a good marketing opportunity for them.
Oh, I think you're right. 100% right.
I think Aliante, I think your joint ought to put up a motorcycle or a car every week.
Well, I'll have to talk to who beat at the.
Come on, you're the general manager.
I still have to answer. There. I'm sorry, I still got to answer.
All
to
right,
people.
But anyway,
you're right.
I agree.
We had a friend do a Rolls Royce in Tahoe,
nice,
Incline Village, and he's all of a sudden a pro, even though he's a hack.
Yeah,
it's not right. I know.
So I agree. And again, on some other shows, we'll talk about some of the other rule changes that have affected the professionals playing the game. And I think those were interesting. All right, this is a good one here too. Golf phenom, young Rory McIlroy from Northern Ireland.
Who?
Rory McIlroy, you've heard of him, smart guy. Made what others are calling a bizarre decision to leave golf management icon Chubby Chandler because Rory wasn't happy with his current sponsorship deals. Some are speculating that his current girlfriend, tennis star Caroline Wozniacki, might have had a hand in this, or more correctly, might have had a forehand in this, I guess. Birdie or bogey?
I want to go with bogey on this one.
Big bogey.
Yes, double.
This was an ugly split.
Yeah.
This was an ugly split. And Chubby Chandler he's a big guy. I was going to say he's a heavyweight. He's got Darren Clark. He's got Lee Westwood. He's got some great European players. These guys are all happy.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing with the deals that he's making for these guys. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, Rory is, I'm not happy. You're not doing enough. Da-da-da-da-da. Crazy.
Yeah,
I think
it's hard to believe with him where he's been at over the years.
I know. And I think a lot of it has to do with him being young. So I don't know. So you'll learn. All right. That's birdies and bogeys. All right. Time to step up, help you, help me become better players, shoot better scores. Send us in those questions if you want to get help from Ed Money. And this is our segment we're getting into, Handicap Helper. All righty. Welcome back, everybody. Get your pencil and paper ready. Write down these really good tips from Ed, and it's going to help your game. Ernie emails this to the show. I'm a bit confused as to what the correct distance is from the ball, especially on longer clubs. What do you say to Ernie?
I like everybody to be in an athletic position, which means your shoulders, knees, and feet are at the same level.
Okay.
You draw a vertical line. And then you want your hands hanging from that, just regular. I mean, not pushing them out or pulling them close, but
naturally.
We want them naturally hanging there.
Okay. Athletic position I like. Now, if I wore an athletic supporter, would that help me get in an athletic position?
No, I'm sorry.
All right. I think we got somebody on live chat, Scott.
Yeah, we got a lot of kibitzers who know Ed and are just crushing him in the live chat.
Oh, I would love to hear it.
We're going to spice this up a little bit, brother. You ready?
I'd love to hear it.
Okay.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Zaggy wants to know, who is your old high school buddy. He says, ask Ed the last time he broke 80. And then MJB said, 80? Hell, when did he break 90?
I'm loving it.
The people want to know, Ed. You must answer the people.
Yeah. What do you say to this?
I love you
You're
guys.
friends.
Probably since high school, actually.
Yeah.
But actually, I've had a few good rounds. I have a good round and I have really bad rounds. I probably got 10-1 good rounds to bad rounds right now.
What's your
handicap? Handicap right now is probably an 8. No, Bailey MJB loves to hear that right now.
Okay. Well, you got to understand, and it's true. People, they say, "What do you do?" I'm a golf professional. I run a golf course. They go, "Oh, you must play a lot of golf." That's not the case, is it? You guys don't play that much because you're busy working.
No. When I was brought into the business, Mr. Vincent said, Ed, if you want to continue to play golf well, go sell insurance. Sorry, you insurance guys, but there's a lot of truth to that.
Yeah.
If you want to get in the business, you do lose.
That's true.
A lot
Absolutely.
of your game.
Absolutely. We'll find out if he's an 8 couple of weeks. Got another live chat, but I want to take this real quick. Brad wants an opinion on whether to purchase a 5-wood or go to a hybrid. Good question, Brad.
Personally, I'm into the 5-woods. I have not learned to hit hybrid properly yet. I love the 5-wood over the.
The 5-woods are great, but hybrids are great.
Everybody that learns to hit a hybrid loves them.
Okay.
I have not learned.
What's the difference?
A hybrid, supposedly you swing more like a iron.
Correct.
You hit down on a little more
Correct.
than a wood. It's a little smaller. You would think I would enjoy that better than a wood, but I just need to practice.
Yeah, you do.
And yourself? What about you?
Being an 8 handicap, you need a lot of practice. You need a lot of practice. Got another live chat, Scott.
Yeah. Before I have to say, Zaggy says, I'll play him straight up if he's an 8. Bill wants to know, is Aliante considered an easy or hard course?
Very forgiving golf course. Fairly wide off the tee. A little tougher around the greens itself. It depends on the pin locations, the hole locations. Yeah. It's a really neat layout. The green side bunkers are very deep,
right,
which I really enjoy. Is it perfect for our facility? I don't know, but it's actually a great challenge. It helps challenge.
They have what they call splash bunkers, and those are, but that's good. It's not easy. It's not overly difficult. I send people out there, and they tell me it makes for a very enjoyable golf experience. You could shoot good numbers. The golf course is not penal. Like you say, most of the fairways are pretty wide. I love it out there. Yeah,
it's very similar to the course I came from, Minnesota.
Yeah.
You can play well. The average golfer played well. The good golfer, it was still a great challenge, which is one of the hardest things for an architect to do.
Absolutely. And the difference between your course in Minnesota and here, we don't get ice, of course, over there. All right, Robert needs a tip or two on a downhill lie in a bunker. That's tough.
Punt.
I want to hear that. Punt. That's got to be one of the toughest shots in golf.
There's no argument there at all.
What do you suggest?
You want to play it. You don't want to play as far in your stance as normally you do, because you're going to be contacting the sand before anyhow. So you need to play it fairly center, maybe to the little right. You need to be very, very steep. You need to be swinging more of a V than you want as a U.
Right.
If you swing as a V, you're coming down straight on it versus a U. I don't know if you understand that, but a V will put the ball up a little higher in there.
Yep. Get it up quick, Robert. And get your shoulders, of course, level with, if you're,
very good.
With the stuff and stuff. That's good advice. Another live chat, Scott.
Yeah, Nate wants to know, is Aliante having problems with the amount of time folks are getting through a round?
It's a relevant question. Pace of play out there.
Pace of play has actually been pretty well. Let's define pace of play. We're probably closer to 4.5-hour golf course versus a 4-hour golf course.
Okay, and that's still good. That's still
so
good.
4.5, 4:35 on busy days.
Yeah,
I think is very doable.
I do too.
We've had some great 4:10, which blows me away, but
Yeah.
I
mean, you know,
we can keep it. We've had some.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I played some.
Our goal is 4.5.
I played some golf courses around town. So slow, you know, my shirt's gone out of style by the time we walk off.
This
18. This one. Oh, I like that. This one. Okay. All right. One more, real quick. Derek wants some help. He says with not breaking down at the top of his backswing. Any tips? I guess he means taking it, not being firm. He's kind of, I guess, collapsing the wrists and hands.
One of the most interesting things I've heard is pretend you're throwing the golf club out into the range or out into wherever you're playing. It makes you, if you think about it, it makes you hold that angle a lot longer instead of thinking about holding that angle. But if you can hold that angle and pretend where you whip it and throw it without thinking, you're much better shape.
That's a great tip, and that's easy
Thank
to
you.
do. That's a great tip. One last live chat, Scotty.
Yep, last question from your buddy MJB.
Oh, great.
He would like you to rate your cart girls 1 to 10.
Oh,
10, of course.
they got to be
Eagles.
10. Yeah.
They're Eagles.
All right, so you better come out, MJB, and check them out. All right. We do have some golf next week. We do have a PGA Tour event. Of course, that's not in this country, though, but we still have some golf that matters on the tour, if you will. PGA Tour here, LPGA Tour here, Champions Tour here, no event scheduled. Nationwide Tour, they're wrapping it up this week with the Tour Championship at Daniel Island, and that's in Charleston, South Carolina. European Tour's got a good one, the Andalusia Masters at Valderrama Golf Club, and that's in Solo Grande, Andalusia. Congratulations to Sergio for winning last week. I understand he's got a lead in the current event at Andalusia, so El Nino might be coming back in a big way. Also, real quickly, first stage of Q School is going on right now. Hollister, California at San Juan Oaks Golf Club. Congratulations to Las Vegas Brett Canada and Mike Ruiz. They had a T14. They both shot 70, so they're moving on to the second stage. And also congratulations to John Hahn, had a T3, shot 68 at Pinehurst, North Carolina. So we hope you guys go all the way. Real quickly, somebody wants to get a hold of you, wants to come out to play Aliante. How do they do that?
E-money at aliantegolf.com or 702-399-4888.
Okay, I'm telling you, go out. I love this golf course. Gary Pank's friend of mine designed it. It's a lot of fun. Him and I are going to tee it up in a couple of weeks, and we'll let you know. I will report back on the show whether it is easy money. Okay, I got a feeling it will be, but we'll find out. All right, that's going to wrap it up. Thank you, my man. Good job.
Thank you.
Good
Appreciate
job.
it.
That's going to wrap it up for this edition of Golf and Other Four-Letter Words right here on the Vegas Video Network. Check us out. Check out all the other great shows you see right here on the network. Until then, fairways and greens to everybody. Thanks for hanging with us for this quick 30 minutes. We'll see you right back here. Same place with another great guest next week on the show. Until then, so long, everybody.